Yo, what up? Welcome to Putting Two and Two Together, yo. Got another episode for y'all because I seen what's going on with Kai Cenat, and I really wanted to chat about it. It really inspired me, and I want to talk about the criticism it's receiving. But if you don't know, Kai Cenat, famous streamer, obviously, made separate accounts where, he's practicing his reading ability, he's into fitness, he's very much working on himself. And he made a video called I Quit. You guys want to pause this video and go check that out on YouTube, where he's pretty much just focusing on himself and he's quitting overthinking. Now, as a dude who has a lot of ideas and a lot of things on their mind, I really heavily related to what Kai Cenat was saying about overthinking, about procrastination, about wanting to speak better in the public eye, about just wanting to be better to his family and his friends and the people around him. That is something that I feel like men struggle with quite often, right? How can I be the best version of myself? And what Kai Cenat did is he kind of broke that barrier for a lot of people. If Kai Cenat's going through that, how many other men do you think is going through that same situation? I want to be better. I want to be better for my family. I want to be better job-wise. Everybody wants to be better. And a man like Kai Cenat, who's making millions and millions of dollars, wants more for themselves. Now, me being an average Joe, I'm like, damn, if Kai Cenat's going through that with all that money that he has, and posting a video like that was hard for him, it just blew my mind. Really. I honestly had to sit back and think about it, because I feel like when you're trying to climb to the top, you start thinking about, man, your followers, how much money you making off this shit. But when you see examples of rich people wanting to do more for themselves, it makes you sit back and think like, damn, is it really about the money and the fame, or is it about the journey? Is it about coming to peace with that voice in your head? Because I know if you're a fellow watching this, we all have demons. We all have problems that, hey, look, I want to do this for my mom, or hey, look, I want to be a better friend, or hey, look, man, I feel like I could be going harder in school. I feel like I could be going harder in my job. I feel like I can break out of this box and do something different. Everybody has ideas. And it made me reflect and think that sometimes that idea that you have in your head that you don't act on really hurts you more than just doing it. And that's a shitty feeling, because most of the time when you have an idea in your head and you don't act on it, somebody else will. I have this book, The Creative Act, The Way of Being. Rick Rubin, he really expresses how creativity flows in the air. And if you have an idea, it's most likely someone else had the same idea but just acted on it. Someone just put it in the air. Some people get successful off that shit, some people don't. But the great thing about ideas, when you put them out there,
is that you put them out there.
And the criticism that Kai Cenat is receiving, it kind of makes me upset, because Kai Cenat is being vulnerable, and as men, we don't respect the vulnerable man. We don't. I see a lot of comments talking about, boy, if he don't stop acting and get back to streaming, if he don't quit fashion, a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, don't want you to chase your dreams. And the reason I like this concept so much of Kai Cenat wanting to branch and switch lanes is because he's already accomplished everything.
Right?
Nah. What people want to do is people want to put you in a box and say, hey, look, stay in this box. If you're a basketball player, stick to hooping, bruh. If you, let's say you like to do photography, right? You like to take photos. People are going to say, hey, that's Aja, the person who takes pictures. He really loves photography. If I love to paint, they're going to say, hey, oh yeah, he's a painter. Nah, I'm Aja. And at the end of the day, I can do whatever I want to do. If I start picking up the keyboard, y'all, and playing music for y'all, that doesn't mean I'm a pianist and all I do is make music. Nah. There was one week where I wanted to play piano, so I did it. And people don't like when you do different shit. They like to say, yo, what is you doing? Why are you playing piano all of a sudden? And it's this weird notion that we have online where dudes think that they can just talk and talk and talk, but a lot of people talking, not enough people doing. So I really liked what Kai Cenat's doing. Obviously, the criticism he's facing is pretty insane to see because we don't have any empathy for the rich. We don't. And that's something that I struggle with too. Like, you rich, bro. We not really worried about your problems. We got people that's going through a whole bunch of shit. But at the same time, I like the idea of what he's doing, right? Kai Cenat wants to go into art and he wants to start working on his body and he wants to start going into fashion. Awesome. Why do we even care? It's because you get a benefit out of seeing him stream. So you don't want to see him do art. You don't want to see him make clothes because it's not benefiting you. Now, people want you to put them first instead of you. And that's what I think I learned from the whole Kai Cenat situation is that when you do something that's different, a lot of people don't really get any benefits from that. When you stick into the code and you're doing something you always do, people feel comfortable with that. Oh, okay, yeah, he's playing basketball, cool. That's just what he do. Nah. I want to do this now. And some people are like, what the fuck is he doing?
I'm just trying something different.
You know what I'm saying? So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinion on the whole Kai Cenat situation. Obviously, there's mixed feedback, but I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions out there, put it on the camera, as always, y'all. So if you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit that share button for your boy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, peace.